All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw. Gone. Oh, he's going to air it. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Monday.
They'll run with a 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here's Rosen to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. On 2nd and 2, Rosen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. It's complete to Drake. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rosen to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. The field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
12.
On 1st down, gone. Caught left side by Funchess. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
218, chopper.
From the 50, it's gone. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
14, Dolphins nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I smell fear in that offense. Slam. Check 30. Kill. And turn it up. Check.
Now Rosen trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Darius Leonard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hold on. Check. We're good.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up in an offset eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Rosen off the play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
On your team. Back.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Switch, alert.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the ball.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Five. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Quarterback, don't get. We ain't begin to turn you.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
You got tape. You got tape. Hey, Porter. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 26. 80. Spine.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Alert. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. To throw is Rosen. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 18. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The end result, 21 yards. This is Hines. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Goff. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On fourth down, Goff. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time. But now it's first and 10 from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Again, Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, Alpha! Right there in the middle.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert, alert. Five.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gone. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180! Hold on. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Goff going to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.